Hey, what's up, everybody? Today's date is March 2nd, 2021, and the time is now 11:39 p.m. Or, sorry, 11:39 a.m. I'm never going to get that right. Probably not, but that's okay. It's just whatever. But anyway, we'll just keep working on it, right? I hope you guys are doing well today. I figured that after yesterday, and I've just, like I said, I posted on the my last on the main channel about how I've been dealing with depression, and it's not easy, you know. But I do want to come on here and say that the juice that I have been making, the juice that I've been drinking, and these juice streams have really been helping. You might hear about depression, people that deal with depression quite a bit, and you'll hear that people who deal with depression deal with it for the rest of their lives, for their entire lives. I don't know if that's true or not. I hope not. But if it is, I think it's important for me to adopt these healthy lifestyle, to adopt a healthy lifestyle. One of those ways of doing that is eating healthy. I know that a lot of the vitamins, the nutrients that I'm taking into my body are helping me with my mental health. But however, you know, there's going to be times, especially in today's world, where the more you know is not going to help you out psychologically. That is, if you have and we're working on this too, a belief in government. Today I was listening to the FBI director give his testimony about the events that took place on January 6th. And all I can do is just remember all of the times, the only thing that could go through my mind was all of the times that the Federal Bureau of Investigation has lied to us and has let us down. I've referenced it before. The year that Martin Luther King was killed, the FBI referenced him as the most notorious liar in the United States. Fast forward to 2021, and I wake up in a city that is being controlled by, ran by, influenced by elite pedophiles. On one of the channels that I have, SOHi, it's a backup channel, my gaming channel, but a lot of those videos that I posted before ever going creating, you know, my video games channel, where I'm playing video games, highlighted that, documented it. Actually, there's videos there that something happened there, but there's videos at that channel that document these elite pedophiles. They're still in power today. The Portland FBI has done nothing about it. And as a sexual abuse survivor, those are that helps, and you know, from that trauma that helps to create the depression that I face today. To live in this world is almost unbearable. It's almost so it's unreal, and it's almost at times where I believe that by just turning it off, I'll wake up in a real world, in a world that's normal and healthy. I don't know if that's the truth or the case or not. Or if it's just that, you know, our leaders have just let us down, and that they partied too hard in the 60s and 70s, and they've all become compromised in the 80s and 90s, and Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself, and I just want you guys to know that I didn't kill myself either. Though I face depression, I'm working really hard to address it. And it's unfortunate that I'm starting to come to this understanding that there's just some things that I'm not going to be able to change in this world unless I really work hard to bring attention to them, and then I might have a chance. I really struggle with this world that we live in here in Portland, Oregon, where Matt Hennessy is respected, that I'm demonized, where Terry Bean can have his indictments hidden, where he is accused of sex trafficking minors and sodomy, but where I, as somebody who wants to bring police accountability to the forefront of the attention, was shut down, and then my name ran through the mud like they did by using lies and uncorroborated accusations, all dismissed. It's a burden I carry, but thank God that we were able to get outside of the bubble that is Portland, Oregon, and have the Oregon Supreme Court, and you and so many other people from outside of Portland to be able to reassure me that those government lies and that those tyrants are unbelievable, and that you've seen the videos, and that there's no question. The videos don't lie. Matt Hennessy is admitting to me and asking me for forgiveness for his acts of conducting pedophilia against his family members. Terry Bean is on video, and it's documented that the day after I saw Terry Bean at City Hall, that I confronted him and the former governor of Oregon, Barbara Roberts, with her on her connection with that man. It's all documented that after that day, there were certain protocols that were put in place at the city level to prevent me access, and at the same time to do whatever they could to try to gaslight me. We're talking about people with healthcare backgrounds, people who have been trained to work with people with mental illness, being weaponized to gaslight people into doubting themselves and silencing themselves, potentially, possibly committing suicide. I, again, will not kill myself, regardless of what they want you to believe. I'm not here trying to juice. I'm trying to explain and communicate with the outside world my feelings. And I thank you guys all so much for watching SOHi Tower on Juice and helping me to implement these changes, these small changes that will help my biology be able to deal with these attacks. You know, the first time I saw my name mentioned with Robert and the incidents of July 7th, 2017, and the way that they wrote that article, in the face of all the video evidence, but they just did so just to destroy me. I mean, it really hurt me. And then to see the district attorney parading Matt Hennessy at the beginning of the year, I felt completely displaced. I don't feel like I have a home here. One that's of any sanity. The people here that are close to me, they're dealing with it as well. but in a different way. They don't want to acknowledge it. They want to get lost within their consumer goods and their consumer world and just put it on the back burner. But I can't do that. Before the Me Too movement, I had come to terms, I had come to grips, I had come to understand the trauma that I had experienced through decades of counseling. And then when the Me Too movement hit again, it just opened all of that stuff back up. And then getting into police accountability here in the city of Portland led me to government accountability, and then it opened my world to the intense, the absolutely unmitigated and unforgivable sex trafficking that's taking place here in the city of Portland. To be in the presence of those predators and to have the courage to call them out to their face on city property. In this world where I know that with FISA courts and all this stuff, they can just make anything up and you can be disappeared. To do that was extremely stressful, and it will continue to be extremely stressful. But I don't know what else to do, and I can't do anything else because I live with that trauma as a survivor, and I know what it's like to have to experience all of the trauma and effects of that kind of abuse, and to know that puts me in a position where I can empathize and I can relate to people on that spectrum. And being that this is the place where I was born and raised, and it means so much to me. And that the issues that we face today are an issue of the failure of leadership. It inspires me to take a leadership position, to take a leadership role. Before Son of Hightower Independent was just, I just wanted to be independent, and I still want to be independent, but I want to be 100% for the people. How to do that, I don't know. But I'm going to try to figure out a way to do so. I've got to continue to work to bring attention to those who are perpetuating the trauma, those that are perpetuating the crimes against the victims of Portland, Oregon. The way I'm doing that today is through juicing, helping me build myself again. Start anew and address all of the different bad habits that I developed over the years to learn how to cope and face the world. They're no longer working anymore. So I appreciate you guys for watching and helping me along with this journey, being there as a support. And I mean just simply being in the chat, just simply saying, hey, we see you, and thank you. And I know you guys already do that so much, and I appreciate it. And maybe this is a reason why I keep doing it, because of that constant reaffirmation that I get. It's just hard to believe that there aren't more people out there that are making this a focus of their activism. It started with police accountability and police brutality, and that stuff will not stop. Us trying to hold accountable those folks will not stop as long as we cannot hold ourselves accountable. And I think that's where the failure and disconnect has happened in the city, is that the Portland Police Bureau members, they all know of the Terry Beans, of the Matt Hennessy's. They all know of the compromised nature of the leadership, and so that's going to continue to happen until that changes. I don't know what else to say except for thank you guys again for watching, and please do help me to bring attention to the sick, perverted, and twisted nature, I guess. I don't know nature, but that is Portland, Oregon. At one time we had more strip clubs than any other city in the entire nation. I grew up here. At every corner you see it. There's so much that's taking place, that's happening, so much trauma is happening to our children today. So much sexual confusion. And the reason I see that happening today is because the failure of the people of Portland to address their own sick, twisted world. Here in Portland, here in Oregon, here in this Tri-County area is one of the only areas in the country where you can be a child and dance on stage for money. Sexual provocative. This is disgusting. I'm not advocating, and I can't advocate violence against these people. Though it does seem like it would just be a solution. All I can do is do my best to not give them any credibility, and to call them out every single time that I see them. To really press them. Because it's traumatized me, and it's all I can do. With that, you guys, we're going to be juicing some carrots today. We're going to juice some kale. I've also got a mango. This is going to be the first time we've juiced a mango in like a year. We haven't juiced mangoes in forever. It's so much easier just to eat. But we're going to juice a mango. And we're also going to juice some, what was the other one? I think we have some spinach, kale, mango, carrots, and maybe some ginger. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We're listening to D9 in the background. Go ahead and go over to D9's YouTube channel and like that if you guys are into the music. With that, let's go ahead and get this going. Thanks, guys, for watching. I see two of you guys in the room. Like the video if you like the juice. Let's get it going. Some of these have all been washed. All this kale's been nice and washed here. And it's a little bit weepy as it was sitting in the, I left it in the refrigerator overnight. Got it from Winco. It's not the greenest vegetables we've ever used or juiced in the past, but it's much better than the Domino's pizza that fucking continues to call my name. That thing hates me, even though it says it loves me. I know it hates me. Let's juice. Again, we're juicing with the Omega MC 800. sorry, Omega NC 900. I had the 900. If I would have known the 900 and the 800 are exactly the same, the only difference being this chrome outside finish, I would have got the 800 because I spent $50 basically for the chrome outside finish and for the belief that it was a new series, which is not a new series at all. So don't fall for that. 15-year warranty on all parts. Best warranty in the business. Maybe one day I'll become an authorized dealer for Omega. And you guys can buy your juicers from me. But yeah, I don't want to dwell on the conversation earlier, but the way that they brought even Chief Outlaw into the city of Portland to cover up for their sex trafficking crimes, and the same thing with Philadelphia. Philadelphia brought Daniel Outlaw over because at the time, Philadelphia's mayors and politicians, they were all facing a major sex trafficking issue. So what they did was they brought in the distraction of the black female, of the plight of the black female, with a black female who's not experiencing that plight at all. Absolute fraud perpetuated by mostly white male politicians. And then taken advantage by, and then further perpetuated and taken advantage by African Americans looking to to position themselves politically. So you've got the weaponized equity here. The black woman was successful at distracting everybody's attention from people like Sam Adams, who is now back at the mayor's office today. Can't believe that. Sam Adams is back at the mayor's office. He's back in Portland politics. But I can believe that if you understand Terry Bean money. If you know where Terry Bean money comes from, you understand then why Ted Wheeler brought him in. Those types are big time into real estate here in the city of Portland. Lots of money in real estate. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this off here. Actually, I'm going to let the rest of that kale out. You don't want to run your machine without anything in it. I'm just going to take care of some of these. I'm going to peel up some of these carrots here real quick. Throw a carrot in. Watch how that goes. Oh yeah. We got another one in. Absolutely 100%. Look at that. Fantastic. There goes that kale right there out that ejector. So, the great thing about juicing carrots is all of the soluble fiber. So, before I was juicing regularly, like when I would eat a pizza or something just god-awful for the stomach, just tons of cheese. Something god-awful and cheese, heavy dairy, and all that comfort stuff. It would take me a while to pass it. I know that might be kind of disgusting sounding, but it would take me a minute to pass it, like a couple days. I'm happy to report that since I've been juicing consistently for the last month, my biome and intake of soluble fiber has really done a
positive thing to my digestive system, and that I'm pretty confident that most of that pizza that I ate yesterday, like most of the pizza that I ate from the day, from the other night and then yesterday, passed. Most of it's gone. So I don't have that heavy weight anymore, but I still do feel like over greased out, super like, just like I kind of feel like, like just a trance fast. I don't know if that's what it is, but just weighted down. I'm looking forward to getting this juice at me and then getting out. I'm trying to get some exercise, get my blood flowing. And, the goal is not to get like where I'm like in, what is it, keto, what is it, ketosis or chaosis or something. So I'm not like trying to like reach anything specific, but ketosis is the term, yeah. But I am going to try to get back to that, to a positive feel, energy. Because right now, it's just like my blood doesn't feel good, you know? Like, I don't know if it's, if over the last 6 months of the year, I really pushed myself to just about almost pre-diabetic. It's possible. I mean, I was eating horribly. And there was times where I'd take a bite, and I didn't care if I died or not. I was so suicidal. You know? So suicidal. Not like I'm going to slice my wrist or cut my throat or anything like that. I'm just going to eat myself to fucking death. You know what I mean? I'm 40 years old. People of color have heart disease, all different kinds of shit that are in my genetics. And so, feeling the rise in temperature, the blood pressure, feeling it, noticing it, are real big signs, man. They're scary signs. But I'll tell you what's worse, man, is just having those feelings, knowing those feelings, continuing to eat, just completely disregarding, just who cares, if you're going to die, right? Who cares if you eat yourself to death? We live in a world that's totally fucking crazy. Well, the reality of it is I'm going to care. I'm going to care because I don't want to be the person who gives up. I can't be the person who gives up. I've got to keep fighting. And it's true, man. The battles that we have with ourselves are the biggest battles that we have out there. And the battles that I have with myself are is the temptation to just give up. The temptation just to give up. I'm super surprised. It's just bewildering to know that the level of corruption that's going on here locally in the city of Portland, and then to listen to the new FBI director being confirmed. And then listening to, the propaganda, listening to the narrative. They're not focused on the real problem. Instead, they're looking for scapegoats. And will do nothing. Completely unreliable. They will do nothing except for set you up. In that they will call you an extremist. They'll call you a radical. They'll call you a homophobic. They'll call you transphobic. They'll call
You, they'll call me, they'll call us both white supremacists. Meanwhile, we know Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Terry Beam is probably hanging out with them right now. Matt Hennessy is managing all of the secrets of the city and helping to facilitate all of the crimes against children today, while he works with the Interfaith Coalition, religious leaders, and at-risk youth. This pedophile works with at-risk youth. And when I go bring attention to it, people literally, and you can see it, Farley filmed Farley and we went to one of these rallies they had. He filmed it. Literally, somebody tried to attack me for trying to bring attention to this.
This is the music ad for YouTube Music Premium. It started 1 month free trial.
You know, and that's one of the areas of religion that I'm having a hard time to really, Christianity that I'm trying to grasp. Is forgiveness. Everybody can forgive this fucking person or forgive these fucking people, but I can't because I hate them. I fucking hate them. In my soul, I hate them. I feel their disgusting perversion on my skin, and I fucking hate them. For Matt Hennessy to beg me for forgiveness, ask me for forgiveness. Are you fucking kidding me? For him to tell me that the victim's doing okay and all this shit. Who the fuck is... He's the perpetrator. I can't even imagine. The person who fucked with me as a child is now in jail for fucking his own children. I can't even imagine what it would be like to have that motherfucker come back into this world and be like, look, everything's better. Eli Ritchie's better. My kids are better. And that's what Matt Hennessy's fucking doing to me in his videos. In my videos that I've got. They're on there for everyone to fucking see. But because it doesn't fit their narrative, their narrative of the day, which is Black Lives Matter, right? Total fucking bullshit. Totally untrue. But they're going to say it over and over again to distract from their own evil. They're doing it to distract from their own bullshit. I can't say it enough. The reason why I fucking eat pizza is not, though, to distract me from my bullshit. It's to distract me from their bullshit. Oh my God, they are so fucking corrupt, and their toxicity just drips on all of us. All of us good people that want to treat people, want to be treated the way we treat other people, that want to be treated, want to treat people the way we've been treated. We want peace. That's my opinion. Mango's going in next. Yes, I don't really have to. Mangoes are so kind of difficult. If you guys have any tricks on how to cut a mango, let me know. I don't really have one. Usually what I do is I'll start by peeling it. Cut the skin off like we are. Again, shout out to D9 for the music. then this mango here. We don't need a big knife. This knife will work. It's kind of like it's a Cutco knife spreader. So what we're going to do, this is how I do my mangoes. If you guys have a better idea of doing mangoes, let me know. The stone is in here sideways. And as you know, a lot of the flesh is going to be attached to the stone. So what I like to do is just go ahead and chop that little guy off there, the end node. And we'll cut in just until we get to the stone inside. And what I'm doing is I'm cutting lines all around, so I'm basically slicing it. None of this is going to come off yet. Creating all these lines here. Try to hurry up because I'm going to drink that juice before it gets too oxidated. Of course, it's always going to be better than the store-bought stuff, but that's not saying much. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go horizontally across. So first I cut vertical lines, now I'm cutting horizontal lines. Horizontal lines. That. Now we're starting to see the chunks. I'm kind of spiraling actually now that I see myself. Just kind of spiraling up to the top. And as you start doing that, create all these chunks, and you can start seeing some of them are popping off that stone.
Come with us on a journey through Black creative expression, Black Renaissance. Watch now.
Yeah, fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Alright. So then, so we've got now some of the chunks will start falling right on off. So what I do with my knife here, stick it down into one of the grooves that I created, and then I'll just kind of peel away. And cut. That's how I deal with mangoes. Cut them off. Go into the groove. Pry it off. Pry it all away from the stone. If you find the stone, you can usually just cruise right on down. If you guys have a better method of getting the mango meat, let me know. Our fucking the senior the assistant health secretary person, like all this stuff that's going on in the world today is so traumatic for me. You know, as an abuse survivor, sexual abuse survivor. You know? I mean, I'm really able to handle the police abuse, all of that kind of stuff, pretty well, you know. But it's the sexual offenders, it's the sex offenders that are fucking running the city, that are so protected in the city. That's what really is just making me lose so much hope, lose so much faith. Super sweet. Lots of vitamin C. Now with the stone like it is here, I'll just kind of chew around it like I just get the rest of the meat off as if it was a corn on the cob or something.
You're left with a good size stone here. Toss that. All right, let's get back to our juice here. Someone sent me a message.
Welcome to Celebrity Farming.
We're gonna open this up. Let's toss all of this mangoes in here now. Let's go down. Maybe it's just that I just now got notified of the channel going live, but I think I got notified earlier. Whoa! Look how fast that mango is just juicing. Much faster than I thought. And there's still lots of juice in here, so I'm going to collect this reclaim. We're going to throw that back in there. There's so much juice in mangoes. Yeah, there's still some good juice in that reclaim. Even though it's really trying to do the best it can to extract all the juice from the pulp. Mangoes are just so filled with juice. Super impressed how this juicer is juicing them so well too, especially with the back pressure being on 5. I would have thought that like pineapples or something like that, I would have had to reduce the back pressure. Otherwise, we'd get some kind of a jam or backup, but we've got nothing like that right now. All right. Last but not least, we're going to grab some ginger. If I can find it. What did I do with that ginger chunk? What did I do with you, Mr. Ginger do? Where are you at, bro? I need you now. Nobody for my digestion and all of my house. I need it, bro. Ginger, where'd you go? Oh no, my ginger's gone. Yeah, what did I do with the ginger? Where did I go with you? Bro. Guys, this sucks. I had like an arm of ginger somewhere, but I can't find it. Carrots are so good for the teeth. Alright. No ginger. I mean, it's also absolutely depressing that we can't get people like Elijah Schaefer or, you know, Andy No, who's locally from here in Portland, to bring up these issues. I wonder if it's like a gay issue, you know, I don't know. They don't want to talk about it if they're gay or something like that. But trying to get national attention for things that
Were you recently introduced?
aren't directly related to the Proud Boys or Antifa is so difficult.
$1,000.
Trying to get that narrative out. I think we're gonna have to do without the ginger, because I don't see what I did with it. I know I'm gonna find it as soon as I clean everything up and put it all away. That's just the way it's gonna be, damn it. Alright, you guys, today's juice. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Bow! Mango, carrot, mango, and kale. Go ahead and put the reclaim underneath there. Just to catch up any juice. Just go ahead and run that in there. Guys, why am I using a coffee cup? You guys can't see the juice in it. Because I don't have a glass cup. Clean. Let me clean one. All right. Here we go. Here's the first swig I'll take out of the coffee cup here. All right, pretty good. I still need to get a sieve to take care of this pulp. But there really wasn't that much pulp. Maybe a little carrot pulp, but most with the kale and the and that mango, there's not very much pulp at all. So I'll finish off what we see here in the glass here. Very happy with the kale. Very sweet, very good. A drink like this would cost like $9, $6 or $7 at a juice bar. I'm so happy that I went to the World Market the other night. When I went in, I didn't have my mask, and so I'd asked them if they had an extra mask. They usually did have extra masks, but this time, whoever was managing the place, they lost their cool, and they went total Karen. Was like, you need a mask and all that stuff. I was like, yeah, I know. I was just asking if you guys had an extra one. They're like, no, we don't have one. And so I was like, just to remind you, they're only 7 cents. As a business owner, I was going to spend $7 on a juice like this, which literally cost us today. The mango was on sale for 70 cents, 69 cents. So 70 plus, we used maybe a bunch of kale, which I think is like 80 cents right now. So 70, 80, 170. And then maybe, the 10-pound bag of carrots was $5. So we used maybe at the most like 2 pounds of carrots, maybe a pound of carrots. So let's add $1. Say the carrots, we used maybe $1 worth of carrots. So total cost for this juice right here, and the extra that we add, if you want to also use the reclaim, we've also got a lot of reclaim here to make, dehydrate, make different kinds of like carrot, mango, kale chips or something like that for $2.70 at the most. So I'm super stoked that World Market reminded me of what tyrants they could possibly be, and that I don't need World Market for my juice. I can just make it at home and get all the amazing phytonutrients and micronutrients, cellular regenerating properties of this amazing green juice at home. That's bottoms up, you guys. Keep going. Oh, so good. Oh, so good, you guys. You guys, this has been another episode of SOHi on Juice at the SOHi on Juice YouTube channel. This is where we're going to do them. We've done many more than 77 juices, but 7 juices here. I'm super happy for the juices, proud of the juices that we're making over here. If you want to support the stream in any kind of way, please do. The links are in the description. Comment below what kind of juice you would like to see us make in the future, and we will do whatever we can for you to do that and make that happen. I appreciate you guys for watching and supporting.
SOHi and Juice, and me as an individual in person. I appreciate you guys so much, and thank you for watching, because it does help me it encourages me to continue to try to get the message out
We're giving
about
away
not
our
see Portland.
$69 action camera for free. You just pay the shipping. No hidden charges, no recurring fees, just pay.
Trying to get attention to not see Portland. NOTSEE Portland, you guys. So with that, you guys, thanks so much for watching. This is SOHi Tower signing up. Catch you guys on the next stream. Peace.